Hello, Crest, and welcome to Crest Trivial Quiz Game, Mind Over Memory. My name is David Cuneo, and I'll be your moderator and question reader today. Today's game is an Einstein Division game between the Deejays and the Trevor Travelers. We'll be challenging all our contestants here on their knowledge and their memory of a broad variety of subjects coming up. And it's a very simple game. Each team will receive 24 questions given to them in packets of 3. A correct answer will give them 20 points. An incorrect answer is a negative 10. Unanswered questions, past questions, or incorrect answers will be offered to the opposing team for their judgment. If a team answers all 3 questions in their packet correctly, they'll receive a 10-point bonus. So let's see if we can meet today's teams. On my left here is the Deejays, and the far end will be Nick Benedict. In the center, the captain, Eleanor Susi. She'll be giving the answers for the team, and Alice Parks. To my right, the Trevor Travelers. On the far end, Marianne Lekowitz. In the center, Ilsa Harrop, who was the team captain. She will be giving the answers for the Travelers today, and then Edith Cook, better known as Edie. So let's begin today's game. The first questions will be given to the Deejays, decided by a coin toss held a little earlier. So play along with us at home, see if you can answer some of these questions. Okay, Deejays, first one. Victoria, the Queen of England from 1837 to 1901, had a husband with what name?
Albert.
Albert, right, very simple. What is the Arabic word for peace?
Pass.
Pass on that?
Salam.
Salam. I think shalom is Hebrew that I heard them whispering over there too. That is correct for the Trevor Travelers. And your third question of the pack. Of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, which one is the oldest?
The pyramids.
The pyramids is correct on that, so another 20 points there. Okay, Trevor Travelers. On an automobile, what is the American word for what the British call the boot?
Trunk.
The trunk is correct on that. By what name do we know the ancient Chinese and Japanese art of growing miniature trees?
Bonsai.
Bonsai is right. And your third question, possible bonus. What actor played the role of everybody's favorite bigot, Archie Bunker?
Carol O'Connor.
Carol O'Connor is correct on that. So that's a bonus for the Trevor Travelers to start off the game. DJs, what is the proper way to express 10 o'clock p.m. in military time?
I know.
2200.
2200 hours. You just had 12 on it. So that's correct. A person in what trade or occupation would use a snake to aid them in their work?
Plumber.
Plumber, yes. We probably all had a plumber get into our pipes once in a lifetime. And the third one, and also a possibility of a bonus. In The Wizard of Oz, who played the role of Miss Gulch, Dorothy's neighbor in Kansas, who was bitten by Toto?
Margaret somebody.
I have no idea.
Margaret somebody.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't think of it. Pass.
Pass on that?
We'll pass as well. It's Margaret somebody, but I can't remember her last name.
It's Margaret Hamilton.
Yeah, there you
Remember,
go.
she played the Wicked Witch of the West because she was mad at Dorothy for having been bitten by Toto
Yeah.
on that too. So no points in that question. And back to the Trevor Travelers. I'll start again. What U.S. coin in slang terms is worth 2 bits?
A quarter.
Quarter's right. How many sides are there in a heptagon?
7. 7.
7 is correct. Just in time. And the third one, and a possible another bonus. Who was the non-West Point graduate who was the Army's highest ranking officer during World War II?
Omar Bradley.
Okay, time's up on that, so no answer.
No, I don't think so. He was a West Point graduate. He was a West Point graduate. But
Pass.
Pass on that too? No one? Nick, you were going to give an answer?
I was going to say
It was
Omar Bradley.
General George Marshall,
Oh.
who was the
Marshall
U.S. Chief of Staff in Washington. He did not
Marshall.
graduate from West Point. He was at Virginia Military Institute. So that was
I
going
knew it was
to bring us to our
BMI, I
first
couldn't
break.
come up with these
The
names.
score right now is Trevor Travelers 130, the Deejays 80. So we're going to take a break now for an Oak Crest public service announcement and for a question for the viewers at home. See if you can answer a trivia question coming up in a few moments.
Let's test your trivia skills. While solid water is known as ice, what is the two-word phrase for solid carbon dioxide? Is it A, carbon ice, B, solo carbonite, or C, dry ice? We'll have the answer right after this break. Before the break, we asked you, while solid water is known as ice, what is the two-word phrase for solid carbon dioxide? Is it A, carbon ice, B, solo carbonite, or C, dry ice? The answer is C, dry ice.
Welcome back for the second session of quiz game today, Mind Over Memory. The score once again is the Trevor Travelers 130, the Deejays 80. So let's go. We have lots of questions though that change the outcome of the game. Okay, Deejays. Paul Bunyan is a legendary large American myth who had an equally large ox as a pet with what name?
Babe.
Babe the blue ox. Yes, that is correct. What U.S. national park is home to the world's longest recorded system of caves?
It's in Arizona.
Mammoth.
Mammoth Cave in Kentucky is correct on that too. It's a beautiful place. If you've never been there, you would walk forever. Okay, and the third one, a possible bonus. Each summer, what South Dakota city reenacts the trial of Jack McCall for the murder of Wild Bill Hickok?
South Dakota.
Yeah.
I would guess Deadwood, but that's just a guess.
No. Pass.
You pass on that? Answer from
We pass.
your pass also Deadwood.
Excellent.
Deadwood,
Makes
South,
sense.
South Dakota.
Deadwood.
We might ask you sometime what poker hand did he have when he was shot in the back? Aces and eights.
No.
Okay, Trevor and Travelers. 5 narrow lakes in western New York have what collective name sounding like a human appendage?
The Finger Lakes.
The Finger Lakes. Yes, that's correct. I think there's 5 of them. What is the only U.S. state capital? What is the only U.S. state capital ending in the letter H, named for an English soldier and courtier?
Savannah.
No, that's incorrect.
Yeah. Pass.
Savannah's not a capital, although it ends in the letter H. Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, Raleigh.
After Walter Raleigh, the famous soldier and courtier and a lot of other things. Okay, your third question, Travelers. What civil rights leader born February the 15th, 1820, in Adams, Massachusetts, is noted for fighting for suffrage and anti-slavery causes?
No. No, she's white.
So no answer there.
No. Pass.
Pass on that too. I think the clue there was suffrage.
Yeah.
Susan B. Anthony.
Oh, you were right.
I was trying to think of the coin.
You were right.
I couldn't come up with it.
Okay, DJs. The Brooklyn Bridge in New York City is built over what river?
East River.
The East River is correct on that too. The quote, "Just the facts, ma'am," was never said, but is used as a cliche to describe what 1950s television police show?
Sergeant Friday was the one who said, supposed to have said it.
Yeah.
No answer there.
Dragnet.
Dragnet with
Yeah,
Jack
Dragnet.
Webb. Page
I couldn't come
714.
up with Dragnet, but
And
I knew what
supposedly
it was.
just
Jack
the facts,
Webb.
ma'am, was
Yeah.
never said in any script of all the shows they had. Okay, and your third question here. While serving as the New York governor, what Republican ran twice for the presidency of the United States in the 1940s?
Dewey.
Right, Thomas Dewey. Remember that? He was President Dewey until the election. And
The next
defeated
morning.
by-
Until he got
defeated
woke up.
by Harry Truman. Okay, Travelers. What country has been ruled by the Grimaldi dynasty for over 700 years?
Monaco.
Monaco is correct. What older name for tuberculosis referred to the disease's wasting away of the body?
Consumption.
Consumption is
Consumption,
correct. Would consume your body. And the third question, a possible bonus. A halophyte is a plant that can tolerate a large amount of what substance in the soil? So no answer there?
Say nitrogen. Nitrogen.
No, nitrogen is wrong. I heard someone whispering over there. It's salt.
Oh, so?
You know, halite is a word for salt on that too. So a halophyte can be one that uses could adapt to salt.
Didn't
Okay, we'll
pick up on
not
that.
taking a break. Now just look at the score. The Trevor Travelers 200 and the DJs 150. So it's still a good close game.
Gotta get moving.
Okay, DJs. What was the main geographical setting for the book and movie From Here to Eternity?
Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii.
Hawaii is correct. What part of the human body is also the name of a type of punctuation?
Colon.
Colon is correct.
Thank you.
And the third one, and a possible bonus here. What armed militia, What armed militia group from the New England area captured Fort Ticonderoga in 1775 during the start of the American Revolution?
Try the Minutemen.
No, that's not correct.
That's what he said.
Green Mountain Boys.
Yes, the
Oh,
Green
Green
Mountain
Mountain
Boys,
Boys.
famous with Ethan Allen from
Ethan
the Vermont
Allen,
area. The
yeah.
Minutemen were a type of militia, but they didn't capture Fort Ticonderoga. So that's correct for the Trevor Travelers on that. Okay, Travelers. What name is given to the medieval religious wars designed to recapture the Holy Land?
Crusades.
The Crusades is right. What was the name of Baltimore-born romantic actor of silent films who starred in the 1926 version of Ben-Hur?
Pass.
Passing on that one?
Raymond Novello.
No, that's not correct either. It's Francis X. Bushman.
Bushman.
Oh.
Well, I think the X started was for Xavier on that too. I think you have to be a native Baltimorean to know that, and I'm not on that too. I would have never gotten that. Okay, Trevor Travelers. Your last question in this packet. The 1931 play Green Grow the Lilacs by Lynn Riggs was later made into what 1940s Broadway musical?
I know that one.
So no answer there?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes from. Yes, Rodgers and Hammerstein's most famous and first musical on that one. Yes, that's correct for the Trevor Travelers. Excuse me, the Deejays. What is the name of the lower edge of a sloping roof that hangs over the side of the building?
An Eve.
An eave is correct. The Crimea is adjacent to what large body of water to its south?
The Black Sea.
The Black Sea is correct. And okay, the third one and a possible bonus. Virgilio Gonzalez, Eugene Martinez, and 3 others were arrested in the summer of 1972 for what burglary?
Oh,
So
Too
no
late.
answer there.
Watergate.
Watergate, remember that? It changed the whole history of our country. It eventually brought down Richard Nixon as president on that too. Okay, Trevor Travelers. What adjective did Theodore Roosevelt use to describe the pulpit from which he and future presidents used to speak out on public issues?
The bully pulpit.
The bully pulpit, right, still being used on that too. What monument commemorating Napoleon's victories is located on the Champs-Élysées? Excuse my French.
The Arc de Triomphe.
The Arc de Triomphe,
Oh,
that's your
okay.
French. Yes, the Arc de Triomphe. So again, chance for a bonus here. What short musical interlude from the opera Tsar Sultan by Rimsky-Korsakov is named for an insect?
Flight of the Bumblebee.
Flight of the Bumblebee is right. It goes
Yeah,
on for
I
about
knew that
1
one.
minute and 30 seconds, and it's a beautiful piece of music on that. So that's a bonus for the Trevor Travelers
Hey,
on
we
it. So we're
gotta
going to
go.
stop,
They're way
pause
ahead of
again
us.
for another short break for a Oak Crest public service announcement. But the score now is the Trevor Travelers 330 and the Deejays 230. So we'll be right back. And welcome back for our last segment of today's edition of Mind Over Memory. Once again, the score is the Trevor Travelers 330 and the Deejays 230. So let's see if we can get some more information in here. Deejays, the concept of frozen foods was developed and marketed in 1923 by what man?
Clarence Birdseye.
Clarence Birdseye is right. You even got the first name too. But you didn't need that. But Birdseye, yes. That's an unusual name. John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. But William McKinley was assassinated in what other city?
I don't know. Do you? Pass.
Pass on that?
Buffalo.
Buffalo, New York, yes. Another
I
history-changing
didn't.
event brought Theodore Roosevelt into the presidency. Buffalo, New York is correct. What 2 U.S. states sharing part of the same name border Georgia?
North and South Carolina.
That is correct. North and South Carolina
didn't know
both
North
border on
Carolina
Georgia.
bordered I
You
didn't
think
know
of
North
Georgia
Carolina
south
bordered.
of South Carolina,
Yeah.
but North Carolina goes from northwest and south, and it borders on North Carolina. That is correct. That's the 2 Carolinas. Okay, Trevor Travelers. How many pairs of ribs does a human adult have?
Start counting.
7,
12.
12 is right. Edie's over here trying to count them. 12 is correct. In 1887, in honor of Abraham Lincoln, Patrick J. Toll began selling his maple syrup in a container shaped like one of what structure?
Log cabin.
A log cabin, right? We got log cabin syrup. It goes back to 1887. Wow. Okay, and your third one, possible bonus again. What U.S. patriotic landmark weighs in at 2,080 pounds?
Yeah. The Liberty Bell?
The Liberty Bell is
Oh,
right.
Liberty
So
Bell,
just a little
okay.
over a ton is right. So another bonus for the Trevor Travelers on that.
that's right in Plymouth Rock.
Okay, DJs, your last segment. What singer and comedian of the first half of the 20th century was nicknamed the last of the Red Hot Mamas?
Sophie Tucker.
Sophie Tucker is right. In a children's fairy tale, what did the old woman in the shoe give her children to eat?
Pass.
Pass on that?
Nothing.
No, she gave us something to eat, and that's incorrect. Also,
Thought our
broth.
cupboard was. Oh, okay.
Broth.
Our cupboard was bare.
A broth, and it wasn't very filling, but that's all she had on that too. Okay, we're still back on the DJs on that. What Western Hemisphere country is the world's largest country to be bordered by only one other nation?
No. It's not Western.
So no answer there?
Canada.
Canada, right. It's only bordered on the United States, and it's the second largest country in the world in terms of physical size. Okay, the last batch of questions for the
We
Trevor
did not do
Travelers.
well today.
The term southpaw is used in sports to describe a left-hander, initially originated in what sport?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball, sure. So, I've never heard it used in any other sport besides baseball, but maybe it is. Baseball is correct. According to the 2010 census, what is the least populous state in the Union?
Alaska.
No, Alaska is not correct. Jays, you want to try that?
Yeah. Yeah, pass. Pass.
Pass on that. It's Wyoming. I think Alaska is like 47th now. I think South Dakota and Vermont. Alaska. No, excuse me. Wyoming was
Wyoming.
was the answer on that. That confusing me. Yeah. And then the last question. What religious reformer is the composer of the hymn "A Mighty Fortress Is Our God"?
Luther.
Martin Luther is correct on that too. And so that brings us to the end of the game. What was once a little close has expanded quite a bit. The final score, the Trevor Travelers are 460, the DJs are 290. Congratulations to the Trevor Travelers, and our thanks to all the players who participated today on this day. So tune in again next Thursday for another edition of Mind Over Memory. And until then, we'll be saying goodbye and thank you.